Good evening, Internet. Welcome to Independence Day. This is our third and hopefully final episode of Bastion. And I don't know, there's not a whole lot to say besides that, I guess. So let's just go ahead and jump straight into the thick of it. So when we last left our hero, the kid, a bunch of stuff had happened. Some of it was kind of creepy. Some of it was kind of awesome. And this guy that we rescued at some point kind of betrayed us, maybe.
He comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
The inside of a chimney?
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. Never could ask for a song. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Let's see. What spirits do I have currently?
A hearty punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times.
Ooh, there we go. So we'll go ahead and pump that up a little bit.
Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time.
Funny because I'm probably still not going to use it right now. Yeah, we'll
Ever
stick
see
with
a kid with a musket and a fire bellows? Bit of a disturbing sight. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
I'm pretty amazed that it specifically had a voiceover clip for my weapon combination. That's pretty awesome.
Grady Incinerator's where we sent off all our trash to be burned or be eaten by the wilds. Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break.
Okay. Sounds magical. Let's go.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan the mountain anymore.
Well, it's very lush.
There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
Oh God.
So they figure they'll hold out right here on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
I was hoping it'd drop a bottle or something.
The beasts of Mount Zan go all out.
Alright, so we're off to an amazing start. getting wrecked. Although I got a new healsy bottle, so that's good.
We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
Lucky.
The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. Drag their children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks.
Odds are not looking in my favor this week.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Whoa, okay. That's fun. It's gonna take some practice.
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
Interesting.
Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking.
See, I hope I haven't missed something important, but this far in, I still don't really have a good grasp on what the Bastion is.
There's no explaining that to a simple beast.
Although
Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have.
Man, this thing's hard to control, too. It's ridiculously powerful, at least. Okay, so you can't even hit that, I guess. Nope.
It's a delicate situation. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
But why? This place is also getting a little confusing to get around. Although at least the horrible, lush fauna maze is gone now. Alright, so I need to get over there, probably. He is targeting something very specific, at least. So maybe if I hit it, it'll bring down a platform? Oh wait, I can probably climb up here. There we go.
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
Whoa, okay. More to go. Well, two if you count the little nubbly thing. But he's not exciting.
That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Alright, so there's
About
only...
time we built something new.
It looks like there's only 2 more things I can upgrade, so... The next shard might be the last one. Maybe?
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Think the gods are gonna help?
Whoa, okay.
A Kobe. Messiah. Garmouth.
I think I'm just gonna leave these off for now for safety.
We talk a little here and there. Been meaning to put up some guardrails. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? The secret to how we built Caelondia so tall and proud lies in Burstone Quarry.
Alright. Oh wait, crap, I've still got that mortar. Oh, we'll see how it goes, and if it goes poorly, I'll go back
Imagine
and get a good
everything you
weapon.
need to build a city like Celandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry.
Sort of makes me feel like I'm playing Worms or
The Ura
Gunbound.
tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests?
Oh, does he not care that I'm
The
here?
quarry came with a lifetime
Oh,
supply of
I see.
windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks.
So these guys just don't care about me at all. And that's all well and good.
Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
Jeez, I don't know what it is about the, I don't know what it is about Bastion. Something about the angle of the stages and stuff kind of makes my eyes cross. Occasionally that makes it difficult to play.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told him the quarry's bad news.
Man, now that I got rid of the mortar, I have all kind of cover to use it from behind.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen.
Oh, gotta wait for it to open.
The largest ones, you know as cores.
Really? That's kind of I guess it's a little obvious in hindsight, but I kind of didn't
A
expect
single
that.
core could keep the lights on in an entire city district.
But alright, let's just not talk about that. Okay, or that.
The smaller ones, we call them shards.
Same issue, I've got a weird trick of perspective here. I keep thinking that's something I can drop down to, but no, it's just a hole to die.
A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland.
Uh-oh. Ah! Shit's McGillicuddy. Ah!
Times in the quarry these days.
Couldn't even heal fast enough. I screwed that one up all on my own.
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said Rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry?
Yeah?
That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky.
Oh.
Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him.
Ow!
The only
Christ.
thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. His big fat rump's plenty tough too, and so is the kid.
Alright, so getting a little bit wrecked right now. Or all of it. All of the wrecked.
Could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone.
Oh, that wasn't even the boss, huh?
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says.
I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm not dead completely.
It's him.
Oh.
I've come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
Really?
kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you.
What a jerk.
Because my countrymen will.
So clearly things are about to get
Say
serious.
what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zolf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge.
Wow.
They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems that Ura took the girl.
Oh, I liked her. She sang pretty songs.
Unfortunately, they broke in.
Oh, I
And
missed
they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help.
Ding.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked.
Jeez.
We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances. Now all we need is one last shard.
Alright, let's go get it.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way. Verzendra Gate used to lead down to the terminals. Now it leads up to the stars. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand.
Day 1 warning.
Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand is living proof of that.
I feel really bad fighting these guys, but I don't want to die either. Even just like the statue people from earlier, breaking one by accident
Part of the calamity
felt super
was a
bad.
simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out.
There aren't a lot of games that can successfully make me feel guilty, but yeah, this is pretty up there. I screwed that up so bad.
We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
Although at least they do usually drop the health pots.
We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. We can't turn back now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come very loud.
Something fancy.
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnel shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
That was super creepy. And then following up with the guy going, oh, was... God. There's no way this game could have a happy ending, is there?
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
You keep saying that, but you haven't really explained what that is. No. Whoa.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though, there's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
I hope she sings more pretty songs.
The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. Keep your chin up, kid, I tell him. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Zia detected.
Zoltan's Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be.
It's not really funny, but after all this time of Shard detected, seeing Zia detect is kind of funny. Just a little.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time.
Nice. Oops. It's got some splashback on it. Oh, it's got some really bad splashback on it. killing myself real good.
The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
So without any real solid evidence right now, I'm going to go ahead and guess that the White Herald man that's been hanging out at the Bastion is me from the future. Or he could be my father, but...
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
Kinda don't really feel that coming. But the dad thing, or the self thing, I can see that.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
I'll keep it. It's pretty
They even
nice.
sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bumper through. The Ura ain't pulling their punches. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. They're easy targets.
Well, they don't really move much, so...
The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening.
Ow.
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
God.
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. It's not the time to get reckless.
Huh.
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew. As the hour grows desperate, they are bringing out their big guns. Too bad for them. Our guns are bigger still. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Huh.
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack. It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened. Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time. They met on the worst day of Zolf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away. It wasn't the first time Zolf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him. It's all right. He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tazzle terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zolf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy. When the missionary passed away, Zolf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm pretty worried about it. It's kind of a big deal.
Zolf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen. And listen they did. He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people. However, Zolf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Caelondia to know the Ura had changed. He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land. That story don't end well anyway.
Oh. Oh well. At least now I know what the bed does. Same thing as the pipe. Although it's kind of funny that the pipe tells you more of the story about Bastion. Or, well, Bastion, the kid. And the bed tells you more about Zolf. And nothing tells you about the Bastion.
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Alright, let's go find it, I guess. Zolf detected.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Well,
What's funny? Just tell us.
all of us are waiting for a kid.
Yeah?
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Okay, no pressure.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. What happens to Soul?
Wrong button.
Wrong matter. This disease the Earth planted in will go away. Celandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right. Problem is, we'll all be gone.
Oh. Whoa, what?
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. Life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
Oh. Uh-oh.
No mistakes. You've ever heard.
Don't have time to panic now, just gotta go.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say. It won't be long now. When we're finished,
Okay.
everything will change. All of this will just stop.
This time will be
Things will go
different.
back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity, the way things were before this story. You'll be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever hurt. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree?
Be pretty great.
I guess there's nothing more to say. Come on, keep your chin up. Ah, who am I kidding? Look, there's something else.
How many something else's
A
are there?
confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point.
So what's the point?
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
I don't like where this is going.
The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores. And we'd take off away from here.
I seem to be a little lost. Ever so slightly lost. Okay. It's that whole depth perception thing again. Or lack thereof.
Heavy, ain't it?
Wait. that just took me a big circle. I accomplished nothing by going that way. Oh, that's convenient.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It's such a shame. But that's life. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Oh no. Alright, we gotta take him.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, then Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
I'm welcome home,
He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
You made it.
Whoa.
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
I think it's time to leave.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead you want to stay in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
See, unfortunately, this also means at some point I've got to go back and try the other choices. I wonder what else could happen. What happens if I fight Zolf? Or try to? Well, I guess I won't fight him, I'll just crush him. What happens if we restore everything, because I said it takes it to an infinite loop. If nothing else, I need all of this music. Wow. I like how many people are in the credits that didn't actually contribute much to the game itself at all. But I guess they did get it out there, and that's important, obviously. Oh, look at that. Lots of goodies. Alright, and that marks the... Man, that is heavy stuff. What even happened there? I kinda just want to play it again now. But, I guess that marks the second game completed on Independence Day, so... Guess I better figure out what to play next week, huh? Good night, everybody.